Hey guys, it's Charles Ngo. Hope you're all doing well. Yesterday I asked a question to my social media followers. I want to know what are top 3 books you've read so far this year. As you may be aware, I love reading. I probably read 2 or 3 books a week, and I've probably read over 800 business books in my lifetime. So I'm always in front of my Kindle or I have my headphone apps and I'm constantly listening to my Audible. So I want to know what top 3 books you guys read, and there was a lot of great suggestions, a lot of classics. So I promised that I would share what are my top 3 books I read so far this year. So let's get to it. Number one, one of my favorite books I read this year is Smart Cuts by Shane Snow. So this is all about hacking success. I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of the whole you gotta spend 10,000 hours before you're an expert. Well, this one kind of shows how you can, instead of climbing the ladder to the top, you take an escalator. So it also has a lot of interesting stories, such as Michelle Phan, who's a YouTube sensation, Skirex, I don't know how to say his name, Skirex, who's a EDM guy. So it talks about how these people kind of use all these shortcuts to get to the top. And what's great is, something I've realized about success is, it's very little of it is due to luck. There's a lot of hidden things that are happening that you guys can't see. So I highly recommend that book. The second book I recommend is The 4 Disciplines of Execution. The 4 Disciplines of Execution. Now this book is all about how do you actually get stuff done in a large organization. So there's 4 steps. Step number 1 is you focus on the essential goals, the wildly important goals. Number 2 is you need to keep track of KPIs, leading and lagging measures. Step number 3, you need a scoreboard. So it's kind of like a video game. You guys know how video games is like you got to beat the score? So it's kind of like in business, you can do the same thing where you have all these scoreboards, and something that we used to do in my company is we have the scoreboards on the big screen TV, so we're constantly seeing how much money our goes. So I need to implement that again with a dashboard. And step number 4 is accountability. So whatever you guys have done or whatever you guys want to accomplish, one person has to be held accountable, because if you have 2 or 3 people accountable, then no one's really accountable. So you have one person accountable. So I highly recommend that book. There's a lot of great books like it, Rhythm Scaling Up, but I found 4 Disciplines of Execution to be the simplest one to read, the simplest system. And number 3, so this is an old school book. This book is older than I am. This book was written in the 1970s. It's called The Mind of a Strategist by Kinchi Omai, I believe. So this guy was the chairman of McKinsey & Consultants in Japan. So one thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to become a more analytical thinker. I'm trying to learn how to do problem solving better. So you guys should read this book if you want to stop being a low-ass level thinker. If you guys want to think on a higher level, think in terms of higher level strategy, I highly recommend this book. The first half of the book was amazing. It kind of shows how McKinsey consultants back in the day did a lot of their problem solving. And I read this last week and my mind's just constantly been churning. The second half of the book is not so great because, this book was written in the 1970s, so there's a lot of older examples and stuff, but it's still a classic. So those are the top 3 books I've read so far this year. Once again, Smart Cuts. Number 2, 4 Disciplines of Execution. And number 3 is The Mind of a Strategist. Oh yeah, Mind of a Strategist, since it's older, there's not going to be an audiobook. There's not going to be available on Kindle. You got to order it the old school way, read on paperback. So this is the first paperback book I've read in quite a while. So yeah, if you guys like these books, then just send me, read it, send me a message. And you guys want to buy it, there's a link. So go ahead, buy it. There are affiliate links. I get like 5 cents for each one. So it can kind of help pay for this condo and all my travel and stuff. So thanks for tuning in.